This is the North Sectional Semifinal. The players have taken the field. The officials are checking their clocks. The partner to my right is Steve Cronin. My name is Tim Cronin. Welcome to the broadcast. State tournament, Steve. Very exciting time. We have moved on to another game this afternoon.
Well, Tim, I want to tell our viewers at home it doesn't get much better than this, but certainly it does when you advance to the North Finals, and then after that it would be the state semifinals, followed by the state finals. Best of luck to the Lincoln-Sudbury Warriors against our Somerville High School Highlanders this afternoon. The Highlanders are in their all-red uniform, red shirt with white trim, red shorts and red stockings, and the Lincoln-Sudbury Warriors are in all white. White shirts with blue numerals, I believe, white shorts and white stockings.
Yes, Steve, and the ball is in the offensive zone for the Highlanders. This is number 7 once again, Joseph Abrantes, ready to take the throw-in. Ball will sail in front of the opponent's goal. Ball's in the air, headed out of bounds. We will have a corner kick for the Highlanders.
In goal for the Warriors from Lincoln-Sudbury is Jason Goldfarb, and all black. As our viewers will, he's actually both. This is kind of interesting, Tim. Both goalkeepers are in all black.
Yep.
At opposite ends of the field.
And
Somerville corner kick. Isn't it nice that in the North semifinals they get cones at one end?
That's right.
There must have been a shortage at the corner flag factory.
And that was Kevin Montiel on the corner kick. Lincoln-Sudbury trying to launch an attack here. The wind is blowing. It's a rather cold afternoon. Not very comfortable for the people sitting in the stands. However, they are glued to this soccer action. North Sectional Semifinal MIAA State Tournament. Congratulations to both teams for making it this far. And once again, we repeat, should be an exciting afternoon of soccer. Ball's played at midfield. Montiel to Caccia. This is Bruno Caccia, number 17 on the attack. He dishes the ball to Rodriguez-Pierre. He tries to find O'Maro. O'Maro steals. Wheeling and dealing. He goes right side. Montiel trying to make a move. He will dish it back to Tonis Perez, who goes left. He finds Kevin Sanjay with the cross. Defended by Lincoln-Sudbury. O'Maro looking, nice move. He shoots just wide right.
Tim, at game time for our viewers at home, it's 49 degrees, but what we'll have and it's 79% humidity, but what will have effect on the play, Tim, is that northeast wind at 15 miles an hour.
That's right. And Steve, you just mentioned that it is 49 degrees out here with the wind chill. It's feeling much colder than that at the moment.
Well, the real feel is 40 degrees, Tim.
This is Tonis Perez making a move. He's trying to find Caccia. Ball's knocked around and cleared to midfield. That's Philippe DaCosta, number 18, keeping it inside of Lincoln-Sudbury territory. And they finally clear across midfield. Lincoln-Sudbury does. This is Perez leading down the right side. Montiel, foot race. Montiel's there first. He will try to cross. And nice shielding by the fullback for Lincoln-Sudbury. And they will have themselves a goal kick.
Tim, the white markings on the field are strictly those for the football game, the sport of football. The markings for the soccer match are all in the gold, easily seen. To give our viewers some reference, there might be places where the lines overlap, but it appears they, with the exception of the midfield stripe, I don't think they do.
Ball is put back into Highlander territory. Right away, I We'll proceed to go right down the roster. Xavier Quintanilla, Yanni Tiragotis, Pedro Rolim, number 3. Number 4 is Toby Moynihan. Number 7, Joseph Abrantes. Number 8, Homero Moresh. Number 11, Rodriguez Pierre. He scored 2 goals the other day. The winning goal came at the end of double overtime. Number 12, and the starting goalkeeper for the Highlanders this afternoon is Wilton Bruno Sousa. Number 14 is Jigme Sanjay. Number 15 is Kevin Montiel. Number 17 is Bruno Coccia. Number 18, Felipe da Costa. Number 19, Tonis Perez. Number 20 is Bipu Piacural. Number 21, Marcos Rolim. Number 22, Junior Pierre Luis. This is Lincoln-Sudbury on the attack. Ball is attempted cross and finally cleared by the Highlanders. Number 23, Wesley Andrade. Number 25, Andre Rolim. Number 27, freshman Mateus Reese. Number 28, Ricky Arisme.
Tim, I'm sorry, there's a caution there on number 17 for Somerville.
That's Bruno Coccia receiving the yellow card.
He must leave the field to play. He can be substituted for, and he's allowed to re-enter at the earliest substitution point.
And just to finish out the roster, number 27, Francisco Martinez. And that is our roster for the Highlander varsity boys soccer team. Ball is put back in. Nice punch out by Wilton Bruno Sousa. Lincoln-Sudbury has just managed to keep the ball in. This is Perez. He's looking. He flies down the middle, leading Andre. And it looks like we have, Steve, was that an offside?
No, I believe it was a handball.
Oh.
Handling. I'm sure our eagle-eyed viewers at home, Tim, know this right off the bat. We have the FIFA system of control that they're probably more familiar with. The referee running the diagonal in the center of the field, assisted by 2 linesmen.
Nice call by the official.
From this point on in the state tournament, at all levels of play, both boys and girls, this will be the system of control used. And sometimes with the addition of a 4th official at midfield, which isn't the case here today. Again, the official time is kept on the field by the referee. The stadium clock is just strictly for informational purposes for the spectators here in the stadium at Woburn Memorial High School, as well as our viewers at home. We're looking forward to 80 minutes of very exciting scholastic action here. What I'm trying to determine, Tim, it's on the scoreboard. Thank God for upgrades, but Lincoln-Sudbury is listed as the home team, and Somerville is the visitors, but I believe they've got the names of the schools above the zeros right now that stand on the scoreboard.
Yes, in the North Sectional, Steve, Lincoln-Sudbury was seated 5th, whereas the Highlanders were seated 9th. And I'm not sure if that has anything to do with home team and visiting team.
I believe it does, Tim, but given the way the scoreboard's set up, it's nice to see a team's name up there. The advance in electronics is a fantastic thing here in the early in the 21st century. But the Warriors from Lincoln-Sudbury, to get to this point in the first round, they had a bye. Second round, they beat Acton-Boxborough by a score of 3-2. And in the next round, they beat Masconomet 2-0. Somerville Highlanders, to get to this point, they had a bye in the first round. They beat Chelsea 3-1. And then they beat Westford Academy in 97 minutes of incredible high school soccer, Tim, by a score of 3-2.
What a game, Steve.
At Tilboy Stadium.
What a game.
Just last Wednesday, and I think we're all still feeling the effects of that, Tim.
Legendary.
It's one for the ages, Tim, and I think it'll be talked about for quite some time.
For sure.
But getting back to the task at hand, the Lincoln-Sudbury Warriors had a very strong league record. I believe they were 8-0-2, undefeated in their league. And naturally coming in with a 794% winning percentage, this is going to be quite a challenge for the Highlanders.
Well,
but
Steve,
we certainly think they're up to the task.
That's right. And just to mention the weather again, judging by the feeling of my left cheek, it seems like the wind is actually moving left to right, which would probably favor the Highlanders in this first half.
You're right, Tim, about that. I do believe that that wind is going to play a factor in today's game at some point.
Battle at the sideline, knocked out of bounds. It will be Highlander possession. Play continues down the right side. Andre with a nice flicker pass. O'Maro able to get a foot on it. And we have a collision. This is O'Maro. And he's right back up on his feet, thankfully. Without his services, would be in big trouble.
All right, this is a direct kick.
Nice set piece here, Steve.
Okay, if the ball is, our viewers at home can see the 20. That's to the goal line, the football goal line, and then there's approximately another 8 yards beyond that. So this is about a 28 to 30-yard kick to the soccer goal line.
O'Maro puts the ball in play. Intercepted by Lincoln-Sudbury. That nice wall they formed. Ball's played back out. Battle for possession. This is Moynihan working it back to Andrade. Andrade back to Moynihan. Toby Moynihan. He will cross to Tony. This is Tony's Perez trying to control. Broken up. Steve, little push off.
Little push off. Number 24, Brendan Castlin for the Warriors.
This is Andrade now. He will take the attempt here, and as previously mentioned, he has a cannon for a leg. Ball's put out front. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Nice play.
That's Jason Goldfarb in the net for the Warriors.
We are 12 minutes into the action here, 28 minutes to go in the first half, 0-0. Our Somerville Highlanders versus Lincoln-Sudbury. MIAA State Tournament. This is Educational Channel 15, proud to bring you varsity sports and this highly intense tournament game in boys soccer.
That was number 9 for assist for the Warriors, and a little additional assistance from the rear. On that last kick that the goalkeeper handled, Tim, some of our less experienced viewers might wonder why he didn't let it go out of bounds. Well, the difference kicking the ball 6 yards in as opposed to being able to carry it to the top of the 18, getting it further upfield, especially against the wind, is a big advantage.
And this will be a Lincoln-Sudbury possession.
Can be dangerous out there for the referee too, Tim, if he's not alert.
Absolutely. So, Highlander goalkeeper Wilton Bruno Sousa will be expecting one, flying in front of his goal. Ball is up in the air. Nice header there.
Somerville first too, nice job.
That was Felipe da Costa. Rodriguez trying to get it to O'Maro, does. O'Maro controlling. He tries to cross to the right side. Bruno Caccia has returned to the game after his yellow card. Steve, this young man needs to be careful.
Because we know what happens if you get a second yellow.
That's right. Ball is played to the left side. Caccia trying to control. He has 2 people on him, and they were able to break up that attempt. Ball at midfield. Picked up by O'Maro. O'Maro crosses it over to the fullback da Costa. Da Costa's looking. He goes down the right side. Nice defending there by Lincoln-Sudbury.
That's number 11, Clayton Russell for the Warriors. getting a foot on it, not being able to retain possession, but knocking it out of bounds. Tim, I might mention to our viewers at home, the game started promptly on time at 3:30 p.m. and there are 2 other contests following at this location today on the 13th of November. The next scheduled game is for 5:30 p.m. followed by a game scheduled to start at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, almost. Oh, what an attempt. Just over the crossbar. Nice scoring attempt there. I believe that was Kevin Montiel on the shot.
Not handled well by the defenders in white, Tim. They were lucky to have escaped with a field goal attempt and not a goal, soccer goal.
Ball's put back into play. This is Montiel trying to find O'Maro, knocked out of bounds by Lincoln-Sudbury.
That was Jacob Weltman for the Warriors knocking the ball out of bounds. Tim, I hate to say it, okay. Well, they've got one ball holder working this sideline, and it's going to be a lot of work with the way the
wind is blowing.
The wind is blowing.
For sure. Ball's put back into play. That was Andre with a touch. Back to Abrantes. Abrantes to Montiel, number 15. Kevin Montiel is the correct pronunciation. Abrantes. He crosses it over to Toby Moynihan. Moynihan down the left side to Katia. Katia looking. Nice little footwork. He has 2 men on him. Will he cross? He continues to control. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Will be a Highlander possession.
That was number 17, Joseph Organansky, and assisted by number 9, Forrest Sisk, defending against the Somerville attacker.
And of course, in the offensive side of the zone, number 7, Joseph Abrantes. How many times have they scored off of this piece from the sideline this season? Ball is knocked over the crossbar.
Certainly one of our favorite plays, Tim.
Yep.
Behind us here at Woburn Memorial High School is the press box. And as our viewers look across the field toward the newly built Woburn Memorial High School, built on the site of the old high school. Some of our viewers might have been familiar with that facility. But they've turned this venue into one of the real stars in the local area for high school action.
Nice turnover here. This is Andre. He will go to Montiel. Montiel controlling, looking. Where's he going? He's going right to the feet of O'Maro. O'Maro right back to DaCosta. Ball is bounced around. This is Tony's Perez and Philippe DaCosta right on top of it. Nice pressure here by the Highlanders, Steve. This is Andre with a move. Oh! And this will be a corner kick for the Highlanders. Andre experiencing...
Tim, we have a direct kick at the top of the box.
Is that what it is?
On the trip.
Folks, it will be a direct kick. It looks like O'Maro or Bruno Caccio will be making this attempt. That was Andre Rolim, Steve. He took 2 shots the other day, and he just took one for the team now. Nice opportunity. Ball is shot. Scores! Scores! Scores O'Maro! 1-0. We have a goal off of the O'Maro Moraes set piece. 1-0 Highlanders. Steve, they were putting on the pressure.
Tim, I was just going to suggest, I thought he made a mistake by not requesting the full 10 yards, but obviously I think was that his right foot or his left foot showed me to be wrong. Nice job.
He went right to the left post with it. It was perfect placement. This kid is one heck of a soccer player.
And that was the near side, Tim, by the way, for our young soccer players at home. You just can't always shoot for the far corner. the more open side of the net. You need to practice placing those balls inside the post on the near side also.
This is Lincoln-Sudbury. They're finally trying to attack. Ball's deflected, and they score one right back.
Okay.
So just like that, Steve, we have a 1-to-1 soccer game.
I believe that was scored by number 23 for Lincoln-Sudbury, Cole DeNormandy.
Lincoln-Sudbury going right to work after they let up their goal. They attacked down their right side, and they were able to penetrate and score.
It's number 11, Clayton Russell on defense, knocking out for the Warriors.
This will be Joseph Abrantes with the throw-in.
Tim, the tournament committee better ramp up the help on the sideline here with the ball holders.
This is Joseph Abrantes, number 7. Ball is in the air. Out in front of the goal, knocked around. Jigme tries to shoot. He couldn't get full foot on it. This is Tony's Perez. He's looking. He crosses. Rodriguez. And a nice header by Rodriguez. Wonderful save, Steve.
Nice grab by Jason Goldfarb. Nice attack by the Highlanders.
Ball is booted out to midfield into Highlander territory. Andrade is able to knock it back out. Both teams trying to settle down the ball. This is Sudbury on the attack again from that right side. Ball is crossed. Nice save by Wilton, Bruno, Sousa. Steve, we have 20 minutes to go in the first half. We have a 1-to-1 score. It was just great for the fans of the Highlanders here at Woburn Memorial High School to watch the Highlanders' first goal. Less than 30 seconds later, though.
The equalizer, Tim. I think we can expect a lot of that. At this point, with these two teams both having won 2 previous games in the tournament, that's the type of action our viewers can expect. Real back and forth.
Nice attack off the set piece. And it will be a Highlander goal kick. This is Wesley Andrade. Ball is booted out to midfield. Omero. First one on it. Rodriguez is able to cross. This is Andre picking it up. He tries to find Sanjay on the left. Ball is broken up by Lincoln-Sudbury.
That was number 17 for Lincoln-Sudbury, Joseph Organask.
Ball put back into play. Omero, number 8, wheeling and dealing. He works it back to Philippe DaCosta. DaCosta looking. Ball is deflected. Montiel tries to cross. Deflected again. Picked up by Lincoln-Sudbury. This is DaCosta. He finds Tony's Perez. Perez. He goes right side to Montiel. Race for the ball. Nice move by Montiel, getting there first. And some nice defending, Steve, by Lincoln-Sudbury. Ball is stolen. This is Sanjay, Jigme Sanjay. He leads left. This is Andre in pursuit. Ball is out of bounds. We will have a Lincoln-Sudbury goal kick.
That was number 4 for the Warriors, Dennis Kakert, shielding the ball out of bounds. Not obstructing the attacker, which is illegal. Using his body to shield the ball.
DaCosta knocks it back into Lincoln-Sudbury territory. Picked up by Montiel. Some nice hustle by the young man wearing number 15. And Omero got a little bit too much foot on that. So this will be
goal kick
a Lincoln-Sudbury goal kick. Yes, sir. This is Lincoln-Sudbury. They're trying to set up for their own attack. Nice to see the Highlanders stopping them at midfield. However, the official didn't like something.
3 yards from the ball, Tim. Very hard to ignore that. I think the first couple of minutes, Tim, or the first 10 minutes or so of this half, players had to get used to the fact that the referee was as close to the ball as they are in the action with the different system of control.
Yep. This will be an inbounds throw-in for Lincoln-Sudbury in the offensive, on their offensive side of the field. Players camping out in front of the goal.
Hi, this is number 11, Clayton Russell, defenseman on the throw.
Ball is in the air. Nice header by O'Maro, temporarily cleared.
Highlanders first 2, that's good to see.
Kept in by Lincoln-Sudbury. Wesley is able to head it away. Nice hustle by O'Maro. And kept in by Lincoln-Sudbury, looking very impressive here. Trying to put the pressure on the Highlanders. Ball is shot, wide right. Goal kick, Highlanders.
The shot, I believe, was taken by number 8, Jacob Weltman.
This will be Wilton Bruno Sousa. Ball's launched through midfield. Tony Perez is able to graze it with his header. This is O'Maro on the attack. Nice move. He goes around one. He tries to get around another. And what a defensive play, Steve.
Again, number 4, Dennis Kakert for the Warriors, knocking the ball out of bounds just at the last second.
If O'Maro had gotten by him, we're looking at 2-1. So this will be a Kevin Montiel corner kick. You will watch the red jerseys. They will charge the goal once the ball is impacted into the air. Here they come. Ball is knocked around. Nice defending by Sudbury.
By the Warriors. It was number 24, Brendan Caslin, heading the ball out of the penalty area.
On the attack comes Lincoln-Sudbury.
Nice job.
Nicely slowed down by Philippe DaCosta. And we have some physicality, which will result.
That was number 8, giving number 8 a little assist to the turf there, Tim.
That's right. And this will be a set piece for the Highlanders. Wesley Andrade, number 23. And he will try to use some touch here, Steve. He wants
about
this
a 49-yard kick, Tim.
That's right. He just wants it to sail in front of the goal where his teammates can pick it up. Nicely defended by Lincoln-Sudbury. Nice move by Wesley. He dumps it out front. Who's on it? Lincoln-Sudbury with the temporarily cleared ball. This is O'Maro. He's looking. He goes right to Montiel. Montiel trying to handle the pass. He does. He looks. He wheels and deals. Works it into Tony Perez. Nicely defended by Sudbury. DaCosta keeps it in. Knocked around. This is B-Pool, Piacural, checking into the game a moment ago. O'Maro's tripped up. He's back on his feet. This is B-Pool. He works it into Rodriguez-Pierre, who crosses. And Steve, I think this will be a Lincoln-Sudbury possession.
I think I would have called the Highlanders safe at second base on that one, Tim, but they managed to slide to the turf and take 2 defenders down at once.
I was just going to say, he actually tackled both men there, and he's lucky that he wasn't carded. So this will be a Lincoln-Sudbury set piece. They will clear. Ball's clear down the middle. Wesley with a header to O'Maro. O'Maro finding Abrantes. Abrantes leads B-Pool. And defended by Lincoln-Sudbury. Wesley Andrade trying to knock the ball out of bounds.
It's number 23.
Highlander possession.
Number 23, the Warriors goal scorer, Cole Denomedy, applying the pressure on the sideline.
Ball's put back into play. O'Maro, he crosses to DaCosta. Pinpoint passing here, race for the ball. Out of bounds. Lincoln-Sudbury possession.
This is number 11, Clayton Russell, on the throw-in for the Warriors.
Let's go, Cronin!
Ball's put back into play.
Aiming for number
Sudbury
20,
on the attack.
Charles Wilson.
Nice move by
Cronin.
23. Ball is crossed. Kept in, shot. What a save! Wilton Bruno Sousa. Oh, Steve, that was a close one. I'm sure Lincoln-Sudbury would like to have that one back.
It's a good thing he was already on the ground, Tim. He didn't have to dive for the ball. Nice job by the Somerville goalkeeper. Good reaction.
This is
Defenders
O'Maro.
on either side of him too, Tim.
Right.
Ready to play anything that was offline. That was number 20, Charles Wilson, taking that shot for the Warriors.
This is Montiel with the steal again. He tries to lead O'Maro a little bit too far. And it will be a Lincoln-Sudbury possession.
It's going to be a direct kick, Tim.
We have 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is the MIAA State Tournament North Sectional Semifinal. Somerville Highlanders versus Lincoln-Sudbury. This is Educational Channel 15, proud to bring you varsity sports action and this state tournament game. Andre Rollin, he's looking. He leads down the right side to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to win the possession and does. Montiel will inbounds. Rodriguez back to Montiel. Montiel crosses. Who's on top of it? A bunch of white jerseys. Ball is in the air. Stolen by O'Maro.
That was
Nice
number 13,
defending by Lincoln-Sudbury.
Daniel Birtwell heading the ball for the Warriors.
Both teams battling for possession here at midfield. O'Maro comes out with it. He finds DaCosta. DaCosta looking downfield. He will go down the middle. Some nice defending again by Lincoln-Sudbury. Very impressive back there. They have about 5 guys.
Well, they do a nice
Sitting
job,
back.
Tim, in terms of controlling the ball. They don't panic. They have good heads on their shoulders. And they try to gain possession and then look up and see where they should be distributing the ball next.
This is Montiel trying to round the corner. He will cross. Nicely defended again by the wall of fullbacks for the Lincoln-Sudbury Warriors, and they will clear. Ball is led down the left side, defended by Wesley. Joseph Abrante's back to help. Philippe DaCosta is there. Ball is crossed. Shot is blocked. Sudbury keeps it in, picked up by Wilton Bruno Sousa. What a match we have here.
23 in the white. I'm sorry,
First
Tim.
half.
23 in the white was Cole Denomedy, being assisted on that attack by number 24, Brendan Caslin. They look like a dangerous duo, Tim.
They sure do.
Certainly, Mr. Denomedy is someone to be marked.
Ball is knocked in front of the Sudbury goal and picked up by the goalkeeper, Goldfarb. He will clear. Montiel finds Perez. Perez goes down the right side. Foot race for the ball. 2 Sudbury defenders are there. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Highlander possession. Not sure that was the right call, Steve, but we will have an offensive inbounds pass by number 7, Joseph Abrantes.
This is good fortune for the Highlanders, Tim.
So this is Abrantes, number 7. He has to fight this wind on these inbounds throw-ins. Lincoln-Sudbury is there defending, and they clear. This is Toby Moynihan going one-on-one. Little physicality, Lincoln-Sudbury ball. We're down to 7 minutes to go here in the first half. 1-to-1 soccer match. Ball's put back into play. Right there was B-Pool. The ball got by him. Lincoln-Sudbury continues the attack. B-Pool steals. Nice move. He will skate out with it. Ball's turned over. Launching the attack is Lincoln-Sudbury again. Ball's crossed. Nicely defended. That is B-Pool again. Omero will try to do it himself. He tries to take the ball down the field, knocked back into Highlander territory. Ball's deflected to midfield and cleared. Wesley Shields, the striker for Lincoln-Sudbury, so that our goalkeeper, Steve, Wilton Bruno Sousa, can pick that right up. This is Omero. He leads Montiel. Nice defending. Steve, number 11 for Lincoln-Sudbury. He has been everywhere.
Clayton Russell, he's doing a nice job holding on to that ball. Not letting it go, not letting it being allowed to be knocked away either. But it's going to take that type of control, that type of consistency, Tim, to be successful this afternoon. Tim, for our viewers at home, they don't need to adjust their television sets, but the facilities here at Woburn Memorial High School, the football, soccer field is only surrounded by 6 lanes, as
That's
opposed
right.
to the 8 that we're fortunate to have at Dilboy Stadium. Again, one of only 2 scholastic facilities in Greater Boston. They have 8-lane track all the way around.
Ball is being traded back and forth between both teams. Both teams trying to have a possession here. It looks like Lincoln-Sudbury's coming up with it. The ball is crossed out front, and Wilton Bruno Sousa is there.
Number 2 for the Warriors there, Kristen Kafina, shooting in.
This is Omero. He's being marked by players all over the place. And there is a trip from behind. This should be a Highlander set piece. Number 23, Andrade. He will try to sail the ball again in front of the Lincoln-Sudbury goal, hoping that his teammates can get at least a header on it.
The players are massing at the top of the penalty box, Tim, 18 yards from the goal line.
Ball's out front, knocked around, oh, deflected in the air. Andre tried to shoot a moment ago. This is Omero working it back to DaCosta, and DaCosta dumps it right back in. Defenders are there for Lincoln-Sudbury. Tony Perez able to intercept. He is looking. He will knock the ball back in. It will be a goal kick for Lincoln-Sudbury. Steve, and these Woburn High School stands are starting to load up as the closing minutes of the first half are upon us.
Tim, a reminder to our viewers at home, if they're coming out to join us in the second half here at Woburn Memorial High School, there's a paid admission for all tournament games. I was optimistic that one of the top concession stands was going to be open tonight, this evening, but unfortunately, as I view it, it's not. It looks like they've probably run out of hot dogs in Woburn along with those corner flags.
This is Montiel. Andre on the move on the right side. He will try to go to him. And we have something going on.
Illegal throw, Tim. It's a poor mistake by a varsity player.
Yeah.
Clearly that back foot came way up. Not even marginal.
That's a turnover we didn't need. And the ball's put back into play. Junior Pierre Louis trying to get a foot on it. Montiel dumps it in.
That was number 6.
Ball's knocked around back and forth.
Andrew Schwam for the Warriors, getting a foot on it. Number 2 there is Christopher Kafina.
Nice play by Junior Pierre Louis. He finds Rodriguez. who tries to go left, intercepted by Lincoln-Sudbury. Junior Pierre Luis, Rodriguez Pierre. He tries to break the defense. Mateus Reese finding some action, and Lincoln-Sudbury has possession. They will try to attack the left side, out of bounds.
Number 2 for the Warriors, Krista Cafino, putting the ball out of bounds there on the left-hand side.
And Steve, once again, we are under 2 minutes to go in the first half. We know that when the 2-minute mark has hit us, that the officials are in the the official time is in the hands of the officials.
You know, all 3 of these officials today, Tim, the referee in the center, as well as the linesmen, they'll all wear timers, backing each one up in the event there's a malfunction from one.
Joseph Abrantes. And that was number 18, Felipe DaCosta, trying to keep the ball alive. And the possession will be...
Well, our ball holder's going to need a little work on that left-footed kick. It was quite off the mark. Okay. So unless he's trying to wear out the Warrior goalie, Jason Goldfarb.
This is Lincoln-Sudbury putting the ball back into play. Battle at midfield. Cleat was up in the air. And
Number 24 for the Warriors, Brendan Casson, getting called for that infraction.
This is Andrade.
Tim, we have approximately, by my unofficial watch, a minute left in the first half.
Ball's put into play, out front, knocked around, and picked up nicely by the goal. Excuse me, Steve, that was picked up very nicely by Goldfarb, the goalkeeper, as I get very tongue-twisted here.
I'm sure that's not the first time that's happened in his career, Tim. Well, there it is, halftime, Tim.
And we have reached halftime. This is Educational Channel 15, watching a 1-1 MIAA Division I North Sectional Semifinal soccer game. Highlanders struck first. Lincoln-Sudbury, less than 30 seconds later, they struck second. We are at halftime. We will see you when play resumes. And welcome back to the broadcast. The date today, November 13th, 2009. We are watching MIAA Division I tournament soccer between the Warriors of Lincoln-Sudbury and the Highlanders of Somerville High School. We have a 1-1 score. There are now 40 minutes left, 40 that is. Minutes left in regulation. The wind is blowing hard out here. It's a very chilly afternoon, which is now turning into evening. The lights in the stadium are on. Darkness is almost upon us, and soccer is being played. The partner to my right, his name is Steve Cronin. My name is Tim Cronin. And Steve, adventurous first half?
Very adventurous, Tim. I calculated it was 27 seconds between goals, but we've seen goals scored in a shorter period of time than that during the season. So we have a nice set piece here for the Highlanders to start off.
Andrade able to dump it out front. Joseph Abrantes gets a foot on it. He shoots and deflected. And Lincoln-Sudbury will clear. Ball is fought for. Lincoln-Sudbury in possession. They will try to attack. Lead pass to the left. Left wing is able to save it. Lincoln-Sudbury will try to go to work, and they do. Their left corner. Ball is crossed. Lincoln-Sudbury with the shot. Wide left.
Tim, for our viewers at home, it's a brisk afternoon or early evening. Well, it's still afternoon. Even though with the cloud cover and with the late afternoon here in the fall, but it's perfect soccer weather. It's,
yes, it is.
Approximately 49, 50 degrees, with a bit of a breeze at 13 to 15 miles an hour. But for the players, it's perfect conditions. Some of them are wearing gloves on their hands, as they do later in the season. Your fingertips can get a little frosty.
That's right.
But it certainly doesn't hurt their toes.
Oh, nice defending here by Lincoln-Sudbury. Took the ball right off of Andre.
Nice work by number 4, Dennis Kinkert.
And they're on the attack, down the right side. Ball is crossed. Abrantes is there with the steal, and he will clear to O'Maro. O'Maro starting things up. Nice pace by both teams. Little contact. I think it was inadvertent, Steve. However, the referee has to call it.
Well, Jacob Weltman from the Warriors got pushed to the ground there. The contact clearly from the rear. But obviously it would have given the Highlander attack a huge advantage.
That's right. Ball is cleared. Perez with a header.
For our viewers at home, we're using the three-man system, diagonal system of control. The referee in the center, assisted by 2 linesmen. The outline of the field is in gold.
Ball is crossed.
The visiting
picked up by
Warrior,
Montiel to Tony. I'm sorry, Steve.
The Warriors from Lincoln-Sudbury are wearing the home white. They're attacking from left to right with the wind here in the second half, Tim. And our Highlanders. I believe we have a caution here, Tim, for the Warriors.
I believe it was number 24, Steve, yellow carded. And Wesley Andrade.
Federation rules, the player cautioned for has to leave the field, but can be substituted for.
This is Andrade. The ball sails in front of the Lincoln-Sudbury goal. Lincoln-Sudbury is there with the header. And they're on the attack. Down the left side. Nicely defended. However, Lincoln-Sudbury with the cross. Temporarily cleared by Moynihan. Ball is kept in.
That was the dangerous number 23, Cole Denominy, who scored the lone Warrior goal in the first half. I think it's going to take some extra defensive presence to contain him here in the second half, Tim.
And the ball is led. Foot race for it. Rodriguez is there. Nice play by the goalkeeper, Steve.
Jason Goldfab coming up well outside the box.
That's number 4, Toby Moynihan, knocking the ball back into Sudbury territory. They are able to take over possession. The ball is led in front of the Highlander goal. And Wilton Bruno Sousa with the help of Wesley Andrade.
All right, Tim, what's important here is the referee has indicated a obstruction call, which is an indirect free kick.
Look at this referee here.
And the fans do not like this call, Steve. If you are a Highlander fan, this is a very, very dangerous situation. This is,
as our viewers at home know, Tim, in order for the ball to go in the goal, it has to touch another player, offensive or defensive player, before going in the goal. If it goes directly in the goal without touching a second player first, it would not be counted.
And the official has just moved the red wall back a little bit.
It still looks like a very short 10 yards to me, Tim.
And the ball is going to be put into play. Shots taken, deflected. Lincoln-Sudbury not able to convert there. However, the ball is kept in. Ball's knocked around. Picked up by Sousa. Steve, we just dodged a bullet.
Absolutely, Tim. Nice offensive set by the Warriors. Good defensive presence by the Highlanders.
And Steve, I think we're going to do this all over again.
Well, there's a situation that could have cost the Highlanders quite substantially. Okay.
Wilton Bruno Sousa there, losing a little bit of cool.
I'll be very surprised if he's not carded, Tim, for that action.
And the referees have just had a conversation. They are calling over Sousa. And Steve, I think you're right. I think you are correct. He has received the yellow card.
And that means he has to leave the game, Tim. And they have to put a goalkeeper in.
And coming into the game now with the orange jersey will be, it looks like Xavier Quintanilla.
But on this free kick, Tim, excuse me, this is a direct kick. I hope that ball is not on the line. Because if it's a direct kick and the ball is on the line, that makes it a penalty kick.
Well, Steve, this is another bullet.
Okay.
Can they stop 2 in a row? The wind is blowing ferociously. And on the official's gesture, we continue. Ball is shot off the crossbar. Goal kick for the Highlanders. How close was that? Make that 2 bullets, Steve. Make that
Tim,
2.
I might have to send you back to the car to get my heart medication.
And Wilton Bruno Sousa has just returned to the game. Nice job there. The man in the orange jersey. His name, Xavier Quintanilla. This is Abrantes, and the official did not like some of the cleat work. And this will be a Highlander possession, Steve.
That was number 14, the white for Malcolm Joseph.
And Steve, obviously the viewers at home, as they watch their television screen, they can see the intensity that has been brewing here for quite a while. And this game is heating up. We have a 1-to-1 soccer game.
All right, Tim, if I can, we've already, 8 minutes have flown by quickly here in the second half. I'd like to read the names on the roster for the Lincoln-Sudbury Warriors.
Steve, right before you do that, could I just interject here? This is Bruno Caccia with the corner kick out front. Ball's knocked around. It's Omero. He's controlling, wheeling and dealing. This is Caccia. Ball is crossed and nicely defended by Lincoln-Sudbury there.
Again, they dodged the bullet there. Those corner kick situations we know can be very dangerous. This is Cole Denomini driving the ball up the field, number 23. Goal scoring Cole Denomini.
And Steve, my apologies for the interruption.
That's quite all right, Tim. But very quickly, as we know, in goal, Jason Goldfab for the Warriors. Backup goalkeeper is Eric Steinbrook. Number 2, Christopher Cafani. Number 3, Matten Birtwell. Number 4, Dennis Gakert. Number 5, Eric Gandrup. Number 7, Andrew Schwam. That was number 6, Andrew Schwam. Number 7, Daniel Camargo. Number 8, Jacob Waltman. Number 9, Forrest Sisk. Number 10, Christopher Malika. Number 11, Clayton Russell. Number 12, Connor Jacobson. Number 13, Daniel Birtwell. Number 14, Malcolm Joseph. Number 15, Michael Schwam. Number 17, Joseph Organesk. Number 19, Edward Donaldson. Number 20, Charles Wilson. Number 21, Matthew Goldberg. Number 22, Gregory Manjo. Number 23, Cole Denomini. Number 24, Brendan Casson. Number 25, Joffrey Mishkin. And head coach, David Hosford. That is your 2009 Lincoln-Sudbury Warrior Boys Varsity Soccer Team. And now back to the action, Tim.
That's right, Steve. And on the attack is Lincoln-Sudbury. Nicely defended there by Abrantes. He will clear. Kept in by Sudbury. This is Toby Moynihan just crossing it. A little bit dangerously in front of his own goal.
I think he got that left forward for the Warriors off guard there, Tim. Fortunately.
This is Omero. And the ball is knocked right back into Highlander territory. Nice play there by DaCosta, going around his man from the corner. And possession will be the team in red, Steve, our Highlanders.
Tim, here at the Woburn Memorial High School Stadium Complex, the scoreboard has the names of the teams above the score. And at this point, a little less than 29 minutes to go. Lincoln-Sudbury 1, Somerville 1.
And some nice defending there. That was Wesley Andrade with the recovery.
That was number 2 for the Warriors, Kristen Kafina.
And Steve, that was a beautiful attack by Lincoln-Sudbury. I think that was a third bullet. So the corner kick will be taken. Ball is in the air. Nice play by Wilton Bruno Sousa.
That was number 14, Malcolm Joseph, trying to handle the ball. Might have got a little bit, might have got included in the ankle in the process.
That's right.
That seems to be part of the game, Tim.
Yes, and it will be a Lincoln-Sudbury possession. Looks like he's recovering. See if he gets back up here.
Tim, while we have this lull in play, I might add that there's not far you can go in the sports world where there isn't some Somerville connection, aside from having the Highlanders play here. But the new headmaster here at Woburn Memorial High School, Joseph Finnegan, formerly the headmaster at Reading Memorial High School, is a former Jumbos football player.
Tufts University, yep.
Jumbos. We wish Joe a long run here at Woburn Memorial High School.
Good for him. And the Lady Highlanders are in attendance. We have the varsity girls soccer team from Somerville High School cheering on their boy counterparts.
I've already gotten one parental report in the off-season, Tim, for the girls' team. But one of the mother of the young lady has informed me that her daughter is starting indoor soccer this weekend. That's good to hear.
Always good news, training in the off-season.
Is always in season. Preparing for next year. We've got a bit of a streak going, the girls' team, Tim. 2 successive years qualifying for the tournament. In fact, 2 successive years, both boys and girls qualifying in the same year, which is quite an accomplishment.
It sure is.
We're going to put our research staff on that report, Tim.
Ball is put back into play. Another dangerous situation here. Ball's knocked around, and the call will be another corner kick for Lincoln-Sudbury.
They've shrunken the ball holder on this side, Tim, for the second half, but maybe they cut them in half because now there's 2 of them.
Here's an interesting play here.
They're certainly going to be needed.
A little bit of a different tactic. Ball is crossed. Nicely defended. Race for the ball, cleared by Abrantes. This is Kachia trying to get some feet on it. He cannot control. Lincoln-Sudbury. Steve, they have the momentum right now. They're back on the attack. This is Montiel. Actually, it is Felipe DaCosta. He tries to clear out of bounds. Lincoln-Sudbury ball.
I think the Highlanders are going to need to recognize, Tim, that they're going to need to keep the ball on the ground, working against the wind here at Woburn Memorial High School.
And the wind is really picking up again here, Steve. And it is blowing from left to right. This is obviously an advantage for Lincoln-Sudbury. And it's even more of an advantage since they have all the momentum right now. And that will be a Highlander goal kick.
Just missing there, number 23. Golden Armady in the middle there when that ball was headed.
We have just about 26 minutes, Steve, to go in regulation. We have a tie game. There is not an eye in here that is not on the field. Wilton Bruno Sousa. He clears to midfield. The Highlanders finally on the attack. Nicely defended by Lincoln-Sudbury. That is Mateus Reese, number 21, getting a touch. This is Tony Perez, 19. He will go to DaCosta. DaCosta trying to make a move. Ball is stolen. On the attack again, Lincoln-Sudbury. Ball is crossed. And they score.
Well, Tim.
And Steve, we have a 2-1 soccer game.
There was a bit of sloppiness by the Highlanders at midfield. That's where that play started. But that was number 23 for the Warriors. Golden Armady knocking the ball. Again, for our young viewers at home, he didn't try to rip the strings off the. He didn't try to rip the strings off the net. But just placed it beyond the outreach arm of Wilton Bruno Sousa.
Yes, that was a beautiful attack, Steve. They were able to take advantage of the miscues by the Highlanders, and they just took that ball downfield, some pinpoint passing, and the nice finish. Credit them. They have the lead. However, we have a set piece.
And we've got approximately 25 minutes of play, Tim. I like our chances.
This is Montiel. Ball is in the air, knocked around, nicely
Warriors
defended by Lincoln-Sudbury again. This is Perez. Ball is stolen. The attack is back on. Ball is crossed to the left. Picked up by the Lincoln-Sudbury player. Nice save, Wilton Bruno Sousa. Steve, it is all Lincoln-Sudbury right now.
A very nice cross.
I'm sure the viewers at home can hear
to number 23, Golden Armady.
The many, Steve, from Lincoln-Sudbury.
Well played by the Somerville goalkeeper, Tim, coming off the line.
Nice play
there. Cutting down the angle, forcing him to pull the trigger a little earlier than he probably wanted to.
Ball is led down the right side by O'Maro, picked up by Lincoln-Sudbury. Back onto the feet of O'Maro. He will try to lead Montiel. And once again, some wonderful defensive work by Lincoln-Sudbury. They have possession.
Little grabbing and pushing behind the play there, Tim.
So we are just about hitting the 23-minute mark in regulation. This is the MIAA Division I North Sectional Semifinal. Lincoln-Sudbury with the lead of 2-1. Ball's knocked back in. Andrade looks like he's the first one there. Nice hustle there by the Lincoln-Sudbury striker.
Again, number 23 holding off number 23. For the Warriors, that's Golden Armady.
Ball's put back into play. This is Moynihan working it to Abrantes. Abrantes over to DaCosta. DaCosta is able to clear. He's trying to find Rodriguez-Pierre. O'Maro works it to Perez. Once again, stolen by Lincoln-Sudbury. They will try to attack again. And that will be a set piece, Steve, for Lincoln-Sudbury.
That was a bit of a lunge by the Somerville defender, Tim, with the cleats up. By the official blew the whistle.
It's And Steve,
Okay.
this is a situation where being down a goal in the second half, we're in trouble. It is very important not to let Lincoln-Sudbury score the next goal, obviously.
That was number 24, Brendan Castle, taking a direct kick.
So the ball is being placed now by Wesley Andrade so that we can continue action. Ball is knocked back in. First person on it from Lincoln-Sudbury. They dump it back in. Nice defensive work there by Wesley. He clears to the left side, however, out of bounds. Lincoln-Sudbury possession. We are just under 21 minutes to go in regulation. The momentum is all Lincoln-Sudbury. This is O'Maro trying to cross the ball. The Highlanders are fighting the win right now. He finds Kachia on the attack. Nice move to O'Maro. He tries to find Rodriguez-Pierre. Ball is knocked around, picked up nicely by the goalkeeper.
That's Jason Goldfab for the Warriors, Tim. He was strong in the first half. Really hasn't been tested yet in the second half.
Lincoln-Sudbury trying to attack again. Ball's knocked around, led to the right side, foot race for it, and out of bounds. Goal kick, Highlanders.
Well, clearly I think we can see what the strategy is for the Warriors here in the second half. Is they use that win to their advantage, chip the ball ahead to the fleet-footed Cole Denomedy, and hopefully he can get the Highlanders caught in a moment of defensive indecision and take advantage of it. All right, we have a timeout here. One of the oddities of high school soccer.
That's right, the
Teams are
Highlander
allowed
coach.
one timeout apiece in either half. They don't accumulate. It's a timeout for the Highlanders.
George Scarpelli will try to fire up his players. He wants this momentum by Lincoln-Sudbury broken. We will see if they can pull out some magic. We have 19 minutes and 39 seconds to go in regulation. Lincoln-Sudbury 2, the Somerville Highlanders 1. MIAA Division 1 Tournament Soccer North Sectional Semifinal. Educational Channel 15 is here. Steve Cronin is here. I am here. And we hope that the Highlanders can create some offense as time, Steve, is running out on them.
Tim, to our soccer fans far and near, with the today being Friday, November 13th, with the expected forecast for the weekend to be very poor, that they should pay close attention. There could be changes in location, day and time of the next round of games. So if they're going, they'll go on the road. They'll hopefully to follow the Highlanders, or to continue just to enjoy high school soccer at its best here in November, Tim, and the state tournament. That they go on the MIAA net website, or High School Sports Net, and double check those locations and times. Hopefully we'll continue to have good weather like we've had. This is perfect soccer weather for the players.
Sure.
Nice and cool.
This is number 7.
Bit of a breeze to contend with, obviously.
Joseph
Highlanders
Abram.
need to adjust their strategy. Go ahead, Tim.
Number 7, Joseph Abrantes. Ball is in the air, out in front of Lincoln-Sudbury goal. Nicely defended. We see some contact. And the ball is turned over to Lincoln-Sudbury. Wind is howling. Steve, we should acknowledge Jeff Argenziano doing some nice camera work. He is fighting the wind.
Tim, I think we're going to have to dip into our, there's another round of games for us. I think we're going to have to zip.
That should be a Highlander goal kick.
No, the...
And what is the call, Steve?
Well, the linesman indicated to the referee there was a push, but the referee is waving it off.
So it is a Highlander goal kick.
The push was by the Highlanders. It would have been a Warrior direct kick, but the referee is allowing the goal kick
Ball's
kick to
booted
happen.
out to midfield.
Tim, we're going to have to tip into that World Cup budget for some warmer clothing. You can't wear a coffee mug to a soccer match.
This is Tony's Perez. He finds Montiel. Montiel. Ball is knocked around. Steve, credit Lincoln-Sudbury. They are closing every hole. They are defending nicely. They are attacking nicely.
Well, they're an experienced squad, Tim, with obviously, battle tested in the tournament, but there's still a large amount of time left here in the second half. Tim.
Sure, we have exactly 17 minutes and 18 seconds to go in regulation. The Highlanders down 1. MIAA Division I tournament action.
It was number 9 for the Warriors, Forrest Sisk, and this is number 4. Dennis Kakert on the throw-in.
Ball is put back into play. Lincoln-Sudbury trying to launch yet another attack. They are here. They are launching it. Nice move. Nicely defended by Wesley. Ball is cleared. Ball knocked up in the air, and that will drift out of bounds. Highlander possession.
Number 14 for the Warriors there on the sideline was Malcolm Joseph, coming over to make sure the ball went out of bounds.
And again, winning the small battles. Lincoln-Sudbury, they are in possession again, trying to attack. This is O'Maro. He leads Montiel. He has a flurry of white jerseys surrounding him. That has been the story of the second half. The defending by Lincoln-Sudbury, very impressive. Nice move by Montiel. And he tried to shoot. Ball is wide. 15 minutes and 45 seconds to go in regulation.
You need a few more of those from the Highlanders, Tim. That was well played.
Ball is placed. This will be a goal kick. Ball is in the air. Nice job on the header by the striker for Lincoln-Sudbury. They're trying to attack again. Nice play there by DaCosta.
It was number 13, Daniel Birtwell, crossing the ball for the Warriors.
Lincoln-Sudbury again. On the attack. He's still going. Nice save. What a save. Wilton Bruno Sousa. Steve, that was a sure goal for Lincoln-Sudbury.
Thwarting number 23, Colton Normandy, takes more than luck. Tim takes a large degree of skill. Sousa is certainly on top of his game today.
Here comes another attack. Shot is taken. Saved by Sousa.
That's number 13, Daniel Birtwell, on the shot. Well done by the Highlander goalkeeper, Tim.
And Steve, while we appreciate the effort of Wilton Bruno Sousa, this attack or this onslaught by Lincoln-Sudbury just needs to be stopped.
That was 14 for the Warriors, Tim, giving a little extra push in the back to the Somerville player, Malcolm Joseph.
Wesley knocks it in. And again, Lincoln-Sudbury on the ball first. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Possession in favor of the Highlanders. And Steve, I actually thought Joseph Abrantes knocked that out of bounds, so I think we got a little bit lucky here.
Well, it's a good thing you're up here in the stands, Tim. You're safe from making those bad calls.
Battle for possession. And that will be a Lincoln-Sudbury possession.
Well, I just start seeing some gamesmanship by the Warriors, which isn't uncommon. It's actually part of the game here that there'll be a bit of lollygagging at times like this. I fail to note that substitute being at the table prior. 12 guys on the field. The referee didn't recognize it, but the players stopped the action. There's no complaining, but we're losing time here, Tim.
That's right. We have 12 minutes and 40 seconds to go in regulation. Lincoln-Sudbury with the lead, 2-1.
The Highlanders need to hold these guys, hold the Warriors in.
Ball's knocked out to midfield. On the attack again, Lincoln-Sudbury. Ball's led to the left side. Nice tackle there by Moynihan. And he's being called, Steve.
Well, it was, Tim, I agree with you. It was a nice tackle, but unfortunately it's going to be a direct kick for the Warriors. Fortunately for them, unfortunate for our Somerville Highlanders.
So we are once again, Steve, in a situation.
This is number 24, Brendan Casson.
Where we have to try to protect our own goal via a Lincoln-Sudbury set piece.
Out.
And the ball is cleared by the Highlanders. This is Kacha with a nice foot. He tries to lead. Lincoln-Sudbury right on the ball. This is some hard work by, it looks like, Kevin Montiel. Controlled by Lincoln-Sudbury, the battle for possession.
Oh, well done by the Warriors there, Tim. They kept control of the ball. I mean, with some heavy pressure from our Highlanders. Some strong defensive work on that counterattack from the Warriors.
Steve, they've been very, very impressive. They've blocked all the holes. They have marked the key offensive players for the Highlanders.
Number 23, Cole Denomedy.
And this will be another Lincoln-Sudbury possession in the offensive zone. The ball is coming out, up in the air, and that was booted quite a way above the goal, so a Highlander goal kick will result. We are just about at the 10-minute mark in regulation. 2-1 soccer game. Educational Channel 15, proud to bring you Varsity Sports, MIAA Division I Boys Soccer Tournament.
All right, the Highlanders applying some pressure here to the Warriors, Tim. It's good to see.
And the counterattack is on again.
This is number 23, Cole Denomedy, crossing the ball. Number 11 for the Warriors is Clayton Russell.
And out of bounds. We will have
a goal kick for the Highlanders, Tim.
A Highlander possession, Steve, you're right.
But this is exactly what the Warriors do. Every time that ball goes across the end line and the Highlanders, it's a goal kick, they have to carry it 100 yards.
That's right, and the clock is ticking. We are almost at the 9-minute mark. Regulation. Ball up in the air at midfield. Omero with the leader. Knocked out of bounds at midfield. Highlander possession. This will be number 4, Toby Moynihan. Ball's put back into play. Lincoln-Sudbury again, winning the battle to the ball. They will try to attack again. 23 and 23. And that is a hard-fought corner kick for Lincoln-Sudbury. We are almost at the 8-minute mark in this match. 2-1 Lincoln-Sudbury. Ball sails out in front of the goal, headed up in the air. Again, the small battle's being won by Lincoln-Sudbury. However, this will be a Highlander possession. This is Katya. Ball's kicked out of bounds. The possession will continue for the Highlanders.
Knocked out of bounds by number 14, Malcolm Joseph, quickly put back into play by the Highlanders.
This is Abrantes. He moves it over to Philippe DaCosta, nicely defended. Montiel, he finds Rodriguez-Pierre. Another nice piece of defensive work, Steve. The possession will continue. We are approaching the 7-minute mark in regulation. This is Abrantes. The ball is in the air. White jerseys everywhere, knocked away for the moment. Abrantes will cross. Pierre. Picked up by the Highlanders. DaCosta finds Abrantes on the right side. Abrantes trying to go around a man. Nice tackle. The possession continues.
That was number 23 in the defense. 24 on the defense, excuse me. Brendan Castlin for the Warriors.
This is Abrantes again. Ball out front, and again, Steve, the Lincoln-Sudbury defense is there all the time. They have the first touch on the ball, doing a nice job defending.
The Highlanders are doing nice work here right now, keeping some pressure on.
We are approaching the 6-minute mark in regulation. This could be a turnover.
That was
a little bit of a
pass.
miscue. And the attack is on. Wilton Bruno Sousa will clear.
Maybe another gray hair on the top of George Scarpelli's head.
That's for sure, Steve. That was a miscue. They were lucky to dodge that one. Play will continue. Moynihan.
Tim, for our viewers at home, a reminder that the stadium clock is just strictly informational. The official time is kept on the field by the referee. Clock will be turned off at 2 minutes.
That's right.
We'll do our best to try to keep a accurate, informal time in those last 2 minutes. But one way or the other, it's going to be very critical, Tim. Unlucky for number 13 there, Daniel Burtwell. I might add that he's wearing some type of brace or support on his left hand.
This is Andre. He goes to the right side. Steve, I think the Highlanders need to start shooting the ball. Ball's driven out front. Nicely defended again by Sudbury. Very impressive team, Steve. And they will clear. Ball will trickle out of bounds. The Highlanders will have possession in their own end. We are under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Wesley Andrade receives the inbounds. He will launch. The ball is driven down in front of the goal of Lincoln-Sudbury. And again, Lincoln-Sudbury, they are defending nicely. Ball is knocked out of bounds.
All right, here's our favorite play, Tim, from the sideline.
It is very important, Steve, that a Highlander get on top of the ball once it's crossed. And that is if they can cross it. Ball, shot. Goal! 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 It is 2-2. We have a 2-2 game. That ball is blasted. Steve, the second half has been all Lincoln-Sudbury. However, the Highlanders have tied the game. The Highlanders have tied the game. We have 4 minutes to go. And to be exact, it is 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We have a 2-2 soccer game, Steve. What a blast. What a blast. And a timeout is being called by Lincoln-Sudbury very intelligently. Steve or Jeff, was it Wilton? Excuse me, was that Bruno Caccia on the goal?
17, number
17, Bruno Caccia has tied the game with a blast from the right side. MIAA Division I state tournament. This game is all tied up. We can talk about the momentum, Steve, how the Highlanders have been somewhat outplayed in the second half, but the scoreboard says 2-2.
Well, Tim, I hope I don't confuse the viewers as I was calling for our favorite play with the throw-in from Joseph Abrantes from the sideline, and they quickly played the ball into Joseph. He did not throw the ball in, and then he quickly laid the ball back to number 17, who blasted the ball from the right side, low and hard to the left-hand corner, I think catching the Warrior goalkeeper, Jason Goldfab, flat-footed, and to tie the game with 4 minutes. Well, wait a second.
Well, I think they're going to reset the clock.
Okay.
However, Steve, the one thing that the Highlanders needed to do was they needed to start shooting. I think it was you who mentioned this. They need to start shooting the ball.
Yeah. Well over 85% of the time, Tim, goals in high school come off a rebound. And that's exactly what they finally did.
So, Steve, I'm not really understanding it, but the clock is saying 5 minutes. I don't know why, but it looks like we have 5 minutes to go in regulation.
There might have been a difference in time between the referee's watch, which is official, and the stadium clock, which is unofficial. And the referee might have determined it was now the proper time to bring it into line. So both teams are in form.
And Steve, that was Wilton Bruno Sousa, the goalkeeper, letting the ball trickle out of bounds. His team now has a goal kick. Andrade just blasts this ball through midfield. Omero with the header. Caccia leading. The attack is on. The attack continues. Ball shot. Oh, what a save. Nice move. Caccia again. Ball is knocked around. And the possession is to Lincoln-Sudbury. Oh, Steve, what an opportunity.
Tim, the difference in the system of control, I'm sure our viewers know this. The referee was less than 6 yards from that fast action just inside the top of the 18. So if there was anything untoward by either the defense or the offense, it would have been in a perfect position to make the call.
Moynihan clears. Sudbury on top of it. The battle for possession ensues. Omero comes out with it, leads to the right to Montiel. Can Montiel chase that down? No, he cannot. Play will continue. 3.5 minutes to go here, Steve, in regulation. Wind is blowing. Score is tied. Ball is worked back or played back. Andrade gets a touch. Moynihan.
Well, I'm not sure who Moynihan was laying the ball off to.
Steve, a huge mistake there. A huge mistake on the turnover. This is the attack now by Lincoln-Sudbury. Things are getting hairy. Shot is taken wide. And Steve, a little miscue there by number 4. And we were able to dodge that bullet. And fatigue, Steve, has to be a factor.
I'm sure it is, Tim, for both squads. But I think right now the Red has the momentum, and I hope they can take advantage of it, Tim.
Caccia shoots! Oh! And the goalkeeper had trouble handling it. It is no goal for the folks at home.
Great.
Oh, what a save.
Great save by Jason Goldfab, the Warrior goalkeeper.
And that was Bruno Caccia with a cannon of a shot. Ball's played at midfield. Omero. Knocked around. A collision ensues. Highlander possession. We are hitting, Steve, the 2-minute mark in regulation. And again, I'm wondering why there was an extra minute added. However, we are under 2 minutes to go.
Jim, I have my unofficial clock going. Try to keep our viewers informed of how much time is left.
With possession now is
This 2 minutes
Lincoln-Sudbury.
is going to
The
be a
attack is on. Andrade is there with a nice header. Moynihan needs to look. He does. He goes to B-Pool. B-Pool tries to cross. Ball is deflected. This is Abrantes looking. He will clear to the right side. Who is there? Lincoln-Sudbury. Andre with a touch. This is Bruno Caccia again, number 17. He will lead Omero. Omero trying to split the defense. He does. Ball is shot. Oh, over the crossbar. My goodness, Steve, what action. That could have been the game right there.
Jim, we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Unofficially.
I'm sorry, Steve. How much time was that?
Well, we have 1 minute left now, Tim, unofficially. According to my
Rodriguez
clock.
Pierre with a nice pass. Sorry to interject, Steve. Ball is played. This is B-Pool battling. Nice defending there by Lincoln-Sudbury. They will try to attack. We are under 1 minute to go unofficially in this regulation time of the second half. 2-2 soccer game. MIAA Division I sectional semifinal. Trying to attack Lincoln-Sudbury. Hit from behind.
That's number 2, Christopher Kafina for the Warriors going down. Number 24, Brendan Casson for the Warriors, setting up for the kick. And there's less than 20
Ball's put
seconds.
into play. Nice play by Wilton Bruno Sousa with the punch out. And this is Omero with the counterattack. He tries to lead his man, Bruno
10 seconds,
Caccia.
Tim, unofficially by
10
my
seconds
clock.
left. Ball is loose. Montiel. And that is
and there it is, Tim.
regulation, Steve. Another nail-biter of a soccer match. We are looking at overtime once again.
Tim,
we
for
will.
our viewers at home, very quickly, you get 5 minutes.
That's
before
true.
they start the first
That's true,
overtime
Steve. We have a
period.
5-minute rest.
Take advantage of it.
A 5-minute conversation. A 5-minute tactical conversation. Then overtime will start. Overtime will last 10 minutes. If there is a goal scored at any time during that 10-minute period, the game is over. However, if there is not a goal scored in the first 10-minute overtime period, the boys will go back out onto the field. They will play a second overtime period. The same rule applies, Steve. If a goal is scored, the match immediately ends. If there is no score after the second 10-minute overtime period, we will then go to the penalty kick shootout.
Well, Tim, I'm sure our viewers at home are exhausted at this point. Certainly we are here at Woburn Memorial High School. The Conley Memorial Stadium, adjacent to the high school. It's a wonderful late afternoon, early evening now for scholastic soccer. Approximately game time is 49 degrees with a 13 to 15 mile per hour wind, as we saw came into play in the second half, Tim. But finally, the Highlanders adjusted to it, get the ball on the ground.
And Steve, in those closing minutes of the of the second half, we saw the momentum shift a little bit. The Highlanders started shooting the ball. They started attacking. We hope that onslaught can continue in this overtime period.
All right, Tim, for our viewers at home, I want to mention a superb exhibition of goaltending at both ends of the field.
Absolutely.
Our
Wilton Bruno
compliments-
Sousa, Steve, we have to give him credit. He had a moment of loss of composure. He was able to regroup mentally. His head is back in this game, and we have a 2-2 soccer game. The Highlanders are now on the attack and cleared. Ball's knocked around. Andrade with the header. Battle for possession. This is Abrantes. He tries to find Kachi on the right side. Whose ball? It will be a Highlander possession.
Okay.
And Wesley Andrade, number 23, will make the attempt here. I'm wondering if Scarpelli just wants him to blast that at the goalkeeper or if he will try to set up one of his teammates. Ball's put into play. Foot on it. Oh, what a save. What a save.
Nice grab by Jason Goldfarb, the Warrior goalkeeper. Good work by the Highlanders, Tim.
Absolutely.
Nice crossing shot, high into the box.
And Steve, what was the call there? Handball?
Yeah, I believe it was handling, Tim.
Boy.
Tim, we're definitely going to have...
This is a Lincoln-Sudbury possession.
I don't know what
They take
happened
the
to
set
it.
piece from midfield in front of the Highlander goal. Picked up by Sousa. Oh my goodness, Steve. Is there an ambulance here?
Tim, we had a little technical problem with my mic, and Jeff had to assist me with it. And I'm sorry if our viewers missed that little bit of action. It's not too late to have that lucky rabbit's foot out. Give it a good rubbing.
This is Lincoln-Sudbury trying to attack. Ball is crossed.
Tim, that was number 9, Forrest Sisk for the Warriors of Lincoln-Sudbury. Well, Tim, we're in a bit of disbelief here at Woburn Memorial High School at the Cronin Stadium.
Steve, it was a great match, great season for both teams. Congratulations to Lincoln-Sudbury. When you have sudden death overtime like this, it can go either way.
To our Scholastic soccer fans at home in Somerville and elsewhere, the North Finals will be played Monday here at Woburn at 6 p.m. But as I mentioned, with the weather forecast for the weekend of November 13th, that they should double check the time and site because there could be changes both in day, place, and time of the contest. Well, Tim, our Warriors have given us one heck of a postseason run.
Absolutely,
something
Steve.
that for
Absolutely.
a long time we won't forget.
We would like to say congratulations to the seniors, Yanni Tiragotis, Jigme Sanjay, Joseph Abrantes, Philippe DaCosta, Marcos Rolim, and Ricky Arisme.
And Tim, would like to wish the best to the seniors at Lincoln-Sudbury. Unfortunately, on their roster, they didn't indicate their year of graduation. But to those seniors that are moving on, and I would expect that this squad here was a predominantly upperclassmen squad.
They were.
Given their record during the season, they went undefeated in their own league. They came in, they won. Well, now they've won 3 games in the tournament. We wish them the best in their next round. They gave us some very exciting soccer tonight. We actually felt, Tim, pretty confident going into the overtime period.
Well, we scored with just a couple of minutes left in action, and it was obviously a very exciting time. Congratulations to the Highlanders on a wonderful season. Congratulations again to Lincoln-Sudbury.
Well,
and Steve, from a positive standpoint, not to interrupt, this Highlander roster is loaded with juniors. They will be returning next year. The Highlanders will be back. You can rest assured. So I am not giving up hope, personally.
No, I think having the team get back on that. They had a long run for a period of time where they went to the tournament 10 straight years, Tim, and then they missed a couple of seasons. Now they're back on track. where the expectation has been set by the last two Highlander squads here, Tim, that one team goal and one is to qualify for the tournament. Coming in here as the Greater Boston League champs, something they accomplished this year. And I know, Tim, you had mentioned several times in the earlier telecast what a great ring that has. Well, they still are the Greater Boston League champs. There's a great deal of Highlander pride here this afternoon. We want to thank all of the fans that have come out today, as well as throughout the season. I think for a lot of viewers at home, hopefully next year, they'll come and join us at Dilboy Stadium for the home schedule and get to know the players a little better and enjoy some great high school soccer action.
Once again, Steve, I would like to acknowledge the passing this past summer of Steve Artizzoni. He is the former girls varsity soccer coach for the Highlanders. God rest his soul. And for George Scarpelli, with the underclassmen returning next year, as previously mentioned, we look for more excitement.
And I certainly think it's on the horizon, Tim, that the fortunes of Highlander soccer are on the upward swing with Dilboy Stadium in full operation, with the new pitch being utilized to a larger degree, primarily on the youth end, but nevertheless a great resource for soccer. The McCarthy Field next door to the Capuano Early Education Center on Glen Street in East Somerville. And there are rumors, Tim, in the Somerville community that there might be another field or two, another synthetic surface field added within the next year or two, despite the economy, the struggles not only in the Commonwealth but nationally, that could come about, and that would only add to the game in terms of the number of young people getting involved in the beautiful game, Tim. Having some wonderful experience, getting some great exercise, and broadening that foundation that they'll need in order to compete at the high school.
Well, Steve, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Jeff Argenziano for these broadcasts, for having us on board. I would like to say thank you to you. It has been a pleasure doing the commentary this season, and I'm sure next year will be just as exciting.
Tim, I'm looking forward to it, and it's been great working with you and, of course, our intrepid cameraman, Jeff Argenziano, has just been unbelievable. Would like to encourage our viewers at home, if they have feedback to give us, contact the communications office up at City Hall. If there's anything we could do on our end to improve the telecast, to improve the enjoyment of the telecast, would certainly like to do that, Tim, because we think it's quite a privilege to report on the activities of these wonderful young men and women that compete for Somerville High School, represent their families, the community, the high school, with that Highlander pride. And all the best to our viewers for the succeeding months, and we look forward to being with them next season.
And for Educational Channel 15 and Mr. Jeff Argenziano and Mr. Steve Cronin, my name is Tim Cronin. We bid you adieu until next season.